I greet you all once again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be dealing with taxation, which is grade 12 topic under the subject of maths lit. So in this question, let's look at the question together. It's question 5.1. It says that Malcolm, a 65 years old consultant, earns an annually taxable income of 981,500 rands for the 2023-2024 tax year. He does not belong to a medical aid. That statement is very much important. He does not belong to any medical aid. It says that table 8 below shows the text table for the 2023-2024 tax year. And then table 9 shows the rebates for the different tax ending years. And then we should not forget that rebate is a tax relief for all taxpayers. And another important thing about rebate is to remember that a person who falls under the primary one, or the person who is between the age of 0 to 64 years, qualify for the first rebates. Then a person between the age of 65 to 74 years old qualify for the first rebate and the second rebate. And then a person who is above 74 years old, 75 and above, that person qualify for 3 rebates. So you should not forget that. And then if you look at our table here, it's written the annually taxable income. So you cannot use this table before you have the annual taxable income. So the first thing that you need to do for you to be able to use the table is to get the annual taxable income. So if you look at tax bracket number 1, I'm talking about the first column. I'll just name it a tax bracket number 1. It accommodates people who are earning between 1 rand to 237,100 rands. These people, they only pay 18% of their taxable income toward tax. Tax bracket number 2 accommodate people earning 237,101 rands to 370,500 rand. And these people under tax bracket number 2, they will pay 42,678,000 plus 26% of taxable income above 237,100 rands. You can continue interpreting this tax table, which is table number 8. We also have table number 9. It talks about the rebate for different tax ending years. Like I explained before, rebate is a relief for taxpayers. So if you look at our rebates here, we have rebates for the year 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And sometimes learners get confused when they have this kind of question on which rebate must they use, because we have 2020 up to 2024. You must use the rebate that correspond with your question. So if you look at the question here, it says that table 8, let's look at table 8. Table 8, 2023-2024 tax table from March 2023 to 29 February 2024. So if we check here, this tax table end on 2024. It means that we must use the tax rebates of 2024. So let's look at the first question, which is question 5.1. Question 5.1.1. It says that state the total number of rebate Malcolm qualifies for. The question wants us to state the total number, not the total amount that this person is going to be relieved of, but the total number. And we know that rebate is determined by the age of the person. And we explained before to say that the first rebate is for people between what? 0 to 64 years, because they're saying person younger than 65, meaning that a person who is 65 years old does not qualify for the first rebate. 65 years old is for the next rebate, because this one they want people under 65 years. So the first rebate is for people between 0 and 64. Though 64 is not written there, but we can use our common sense to understand that when they say younger than 64, younger than 65, it means that is 65 is 64 and below. So the second one is 65 and older, and then the third one is 75 and older. So if you check that our person is 65 years old, qualify for 2 rebates, because 65 years old person found on the tax, on the, what do you call this, on the rebate number 2. So this person qualify for 2 rebates. You just have to say 2 rebates. The person qualify for 2 rebates. You can just write the word 2 or the number 2. It's up to you. If you want to write the word 2, you can also do that. 2 rebates or the number 2. Then the next question, it says that calculate Malcolm monthly tax payable. When they say calculate tax, that's where you have to determine your what? Your taxable income. In this statement or this question, we have our taxable income, because they're saying that he earned an annual taxable income of 981,500 rands. For because the amount that is given here is a taxable amount, we don't have to subtract pension fund, we don't have to subtract UIF or donation. You are just going to use that amount to determine the brackets that this person falls at. So if you look at 981,000, you can tell that this person falls under brackets of the second last brackets, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tax bracket number 6, the one that accommodates 857,901 to 1,817,000. So after determining that tax brackets, the first thing that you need to do is to copy that tax brackets the way it is without changing anything. Yeah, you just have to copy these brackets down without changing anything. So we know that it's 251,000 and 258 rands plus 41% of taxable income above 857,900 rands. So now after copying this, you just have to understand that you can use a pencil to underline the taxable income there. What is our taxable income? We have our taxable income. We know that our taxable income is 981,500. And then under the word above, you just write minus, and then this off, it means brackets. So now we are going to have something like this when we do the calculation, or when we substitute in the equation, because it's very much important to substitute in the right equation. Now our next step is to substitute in the right equation. We are just going to substitute the word taxable income by 981,500. We also substitute, or we replace the word above by minus, and we also replace the word off by a bracket. So our next step, we are going to have 251,258 rands plus 41 over 100. So instead of writing percentage, you are going to say 41 over 100 so that we don't make mistake when we do the calculations. Instead of writing the word off, we now put what? A bracket. We know that bracket means multiplication. Instead of writing the word taxable income, we write what? 981,500 rands. Instead of writing the word above, we write minus. Minus what? We continue with 857,900. Then we close the brackets. So now on this step, you must know that you have substituted in the right equation. So what you need to do here is to use what we call this mesh or a BODMAS. As long as you understand that you work from right to left, you don't touch anything at your left hand side, but you must begin with what is inside the brackets. So the word mesh, let me write it with a different pen here so that you can understand what I'm talking about. S-M-A-S-H. So we have to follow this pattern. The first S here represents subtraction. Is to check, do we have subtraction here? Yes, we do have subtraction. We have subtraction inside the brackets. So we are going to deal with what is inside the brackets only. So we copy everything the way it is without changing anything, which is 251,258 plus 41 over 100 multiplied by, I said bracket means multiplication. And then when we say multiply by, now we have to calculate the difference of what we have inside the brackets. Inside the brackets, we're having 981,500 rands minus 857,900. Then my answer is 123,600. Like I told you that this was the first alphabet of smash, which is S, mean what? Subtraction. We move to the next one, which is what? Multiplication. M stands for multiplication. So now we have to check, do we have multiplication here? Yes, we do have multiplication here between 41 over 100 multiplied by the answer that we just got. So we leave this the way it is. It was 251,258 rands plus. And then we deal with that. We are going to say 41 over 100. 41 over 100 multiplied by 123,600. Then our answer here is going to be 50,676. Then we move to the next word. What is our next word here? Is A. A stands for what? Addition. Obviously, we can tell that the last step here is addition. We're just going to add the two amount, which is 251,258 rands plus 50,676. And then the total amount here that we got, we found that is 301,934 rands. So this person supposed to be paying this amount for tax. Is supposed to be paying this 301,934 for tax. But because we talked about the rebates, so we are now going to say minus rebates. What is a rebate? Rebate is a relief for taxpayers. So this person, if there was no rebate, was supposed to be paying this amount. So because we know that there's a rebate that reduces the amount of tax that a person pays, we are now going to remove rebates from this 301,934. So we are now going to say is equals to 301,934 minus rebates. Rebates is determined by the age of the person. And if you look at the statement here, we can tell that our person here is 65 years old. And a person of 65 years old qualify for how many rebates? We said 2 rebates because we answered this question on the first question. This person qualified for 2 rebates of 2024. So we are going to the table of 2024. We take the first 2 rebates. The first one is 17,000. Let me not put R here so that everything can make sense. Can match, 17,000 235 is the first rebate. The second rebate is what? Is 9,444. So these two rebates, we must remove these two rebates because this person qualifies for these two rebates. So we go to our calculator. We are going to say 301,934 rands minus 17,235 minus 9,444. Then we found that this person is now going to pay 275,255 for a tax. So the rebate reduces the amount that this person is supposed to pay for tax. But again, our question wants us to calculate the monthly tax payable. Because of the word monthly, we are now going to convert annually to what? To monthly. We just divide this by 12 to find our monthly taxable amount. So we just say this amount divide by 12. We found that each and every month this person is going to pay this amount of 22,937 rands and 92 cents. So this is the tax amount a person is going to pay each and every month. So please don't forget to subscribe. If you have watched up to this far, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to ask questions and leave the comments to grow this channel. And you should not forget to share this YouTube handle with people that are doing grade 12. I believe this will assist them a lot, as it also assisting you. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next video.